Dash is our microtransit program. We have 6 electric vehicles. We have 24 virtual hubs. So they're pickup and drop off locations. So everyone has to walk a minute or two to get to one of the pickups. We hope that this is like the gateway drug to transit. We charge $2 a passenger, which is the same price as it costs to take the city bus. And we run 7 days a week, morning till night. So this particular one is the Tampa Heights hub.
And if someone wants to take Dash, how can they do it?
They have to download the app, put in all the information, and then after that, you're typing into the app where you want to get picked up and where you're going, and it'll tell you which hub to get to and turn by turn instructions, and easy peasy.
And the reason why it's select pickup and drop off is for efficiency, meaning you can keep that cost lower. Like it's not like Uber where you can just be anywhere, right? You have to be picked up and dropped off at specific locations.
Right. So we basically are applying the lessons that we learned when we ran a predecessor called the Downtowner. That was free. It was on demand, and it was point to point.
Little golf carts, right?
We started with golf carts, street legal golf carts,
Right.
which were not cheap. And then, we moved to Chevy Bolts, all electric Chevy Bolts with that program. That basically kind of died during COVID. But the other benefit of having the pickup and drop off designated locations is that about 25% of our rides are now shared. So if the trip logistics makes sense for you to pick someone else up along the way, or 2 people who are going to a similar destination, we'll basically force them to share the ride. The other nice thing is we try to be a complement to transit. So if your trip logistics could be delivered via the streetcar service, then the app will tell you to take the streetcar.
Tons of pickup and drop offs. I mean, how many did you say?
There's 24 total.
Wow.
So we think it's pretty well spaced out. We've, adjusted them a little bit here and there based on demand. Water Street is our number 1 pickup and drop off location. Marion Transit Center, the main bus terminal, does get a lot of use as well. So, it's been a great program.
It's fantastic. It's awesome. And it makes me think that all of the people that are super gung-ho about light rail and expanding the streetcar, which I'm definitely in that camp, but technology might advance quickly enough to where maybe you could almost skip that and we could just have these autonomous vehicles that could pick you up and take you anywhere you need to go, even beyond singular use. Like imagine something the size of the streetcar, maybe a little bit smaller than a city bus that was autonomous and could hold 25 people that could kind of just zoom around town in a dedicated lane, maybe.
Yeah. That's the only way transit's ever going to be really adopted is if it has a time advantage.
Yeah.
Right. So until you get its own lane, that's one of the nice things about the streetcar extension. And then there's a bus rapid transit study that's going from downtown to USF. A lot of that would be in its own lane.
Would that be along Route 1?
Yeah. Along Florida Avenue.
So the process with Route 1 would be like, hey, fund it, make it free, see if you can incentivize rides. And then the next step is, we'll make a dedicated lane so it doesn't have to wait in traffic.
Yeah.
And then from there, it's like a real dedicated lane with like curbs and stuff. And then maybe one day that's an autonomous system.
Yeah, it's hard to know where that's going to land. But it was very strategic of Councilmember Lynn Hertak to designate the Route 1 to use the city parking revenue toward making it free. That's going to make our application for the streetcar extension better because we're going to show more ridership. And then Route 1 was already Hart's busiest route, and it has a ton of connections, east-west connections that run with it. So you can take Route 1 to get to your office because it turns into the Route 5 and drops you off.
Here? Where's the stop?
Yeah. I don't know exactly where the stop is, but it's right around here. It's within walking distance.
David and I have talked about doing that. Like even bringing the camera along and showing people what it's like.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
I've never taken it. Where I live, I don't even know if there's a bus stop down in like Ballast Point area.
There probably is.
Probably on Del Mabry.
Until it's kind of like riding a bike too. Until you've taken transit or ridden a bike,
right,
you don't really notice those things. But once you start doing that, you're going to start to see them all over.
Yeah, we're going to start to do stuff like that. I want to kind of understand how it works at that like rider level.
Right.
you know, from a rider level. Like, what's the actual experience
Mm-hmm.
like, you know?
Yeah. Well, then the other thing, just like for instance, one of the things that we did was reach out to all of the big cultural institutions in downtown Tampa and ask them to not only include car parking directions on their website, you know, say where your bike racks are, or say that you're on the streetcar route, or give a link to Hart's website. For all of our big events, we always encourage people to take Dash there, walk there, take transit there, et cetera. So we got to get out of that, assuming people are driving for every trip kind of mode that we've been in.
What do you think about our waterways and how they could be used
Oh my
as a
gosh.
transit asset?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, the pirate water taxi is maybe filling a little bit of that need right now, but it's not really a true, using it's more transportainment. I was sad to see the Cross Bay Ferry go, partly because my son worked there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he worked in the ticket booth, but yeah, I mean, congestion proof transportation, right? So I don't know I'm not sure why it's kind of like the streetcar extension. Why is it taking us so long to get this going too?
Well, I think in that particular instance, that operator went
Yes,
against
I
the
agree.
contract, right? And
I
so
agree.
Hillsborough County got rid of it. But Hillsborough County, I don't think they don't see it as a viable option. I completely disagree. I think our waterways could be a total transportation asset. We should have a ferry from McDill over to Apollo Beach. You should be able to
Mm-hmm.
go downtown to Ballast Point. I mean, why not use the water? It's
Yeah.
like you could get high speed ferry systems and even one day auto ferries.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, we were talking about Seattle
Oh my
earlier.
God, right?
They've got that figured out.
As well as the Northeast, like areas like Boston
Oh
and
yeah.
New York,
Mm-hmm.
and there's ferries all over up there.
Yeah. In fact, our boat, you may know that our Cross Bay Ferry boat actually came from New England
Okay.
when it wasn't being used
Yeah.
in the winter. So that's how we were able to kind of have it down here. But
I think Pinellas is going to try to buy a couple ferries and do it themselves.
yeah, we have to get the Hart board to transfer the Kathy Castor secured $5 million grant to PSTA.
We love that federal money.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's on a good path to happen.
Yeah.
And PSTA has really kind of stepped up and taken a regional lead on some of these projects. So fingers crossed.
Well, let's hope Hart can do the same. I mean, we need Hart to step up and do the same, right, for our community here, and maybe they can work together too. In
Yeah.
the
I mean,
future,
I
deeply.
think Hart seems like they're getting more and more stable. They had a rocky decade,
Yeah.
I would say, but Scott Drainville, who's their current head, he comes from an operations background. He seems to be what Hart needed.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot. I
mhm.
hear he's a really solid guy.
Yeah, I think he's just kind of honest and is going to tell you, he's not a politician or.
Good. He's do you know his background? He probably comes from transportation background, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think he worked in transit operations.
Good.
So,
Good. Well, I think they voted to increase is it half a mil?
it is, but it has to be voted on.
Oh, I know, but
Yeah,
I mean
yeah,
for
right.
Hart,
Yes, half a
right?
mil.
They've approved that.
Right.
Now it's going to go to the cities and then the county and then the voters.
Yep.
So hopefully it checks all
I
those
hope
boxes.
it's one of the most underfunded transit agencies for a county our size. I think there's more school buses on the street than there are Hart buses. I mean,
Wow.
it's insane. And on your property tax bill, you'll notice that you actually pay more to the library than you do to the transit agency. And I'm a big fan of the public library, but it's just crazy. We're paying more to the library than
And
for transportation.
think about it too. Everything we've talked about today takes money.
Yeah.
And there's two conversations. It's like, where do we prioritize, number one, but then also we're probably underfunded just in general on a lot of these things that we're talking about. So both, like, we need more money, and then we also need to allocate it into
Yeah.
the proper places too. Hey guys, if you want to watch the full episode of this clip, click right here. Make sure to subscribe by clicking right here. Thank you for watching.